All right, once you click the link in Connie's email, you come to this spot. You put in your email, your chapter number, and then the word service is your password. Then you come to this screen and you'll click register for this meeting. And it says, are you sure? And click OK. In here, you will put in all your vital information. Once you have typed in all your information, and remember to include your district number, continue to step 2. And here you want to make sure you register yourself. There are no fees for advisors. This is where we put in how many years we've been an advisor, and again our cell phone number to make sure that they can contact us during state. It definitely does help. Continue to step 3. Now comes the hard part. What you want to do is you'll see your student, first student name, like my first student is Wyatt. I am going to click to register him. I am going to choose that he's an FBLA member, or if he was an FBLA middle member, you'd choose that. He's not a candidate for state office. He's not currently a state officer, and his current grade is 12. So then I come here and I choose what events that Wyatt is in. So I click that. You continue by clicking any events that you want your student to be in. They do not have to be in alphabetical order or anything. So you get to choose how many events you can put your student in. I like to keep a screen with my events that I have my students in from districts, and that way I can see it and add students over here at the same time. Once you are done with the page, remember you have to click to register to make a student be part of state FBLA. You go through, you scroll down, enter any students, continue to step 4. Here is where you will do teams. For instance, if I would have more teams listed here, I would select each student and which team they're on, realizing that most of the time you can only have one team per school. Once you have get through this page, you continue to step 5, and this is where you can put in your guests. So if whichever guest I'm going to register, which would be my parents or sponsors that I'm bringing with me to FBLA, they don't cost you anything since they're just our chaperones. But you go ahead and put them in so that their name tags will be made and ready for us. Continue to step 5, and you check your things over one last time, and it will tell you here how much you owe to districts. You'll click finalize registration, and it says, are you sure you want to continue? And I click OK. And you'll wait, and it emails Ella Entrick, our person, what you sent in. What you need to realize is that you can finalize your registration multiple times between now until February 28th at 11:59 p.m. You may make as many changes as you want until that point. I go ahead and get them in a little early so that I have them in, and then I do make changes to it. I a lot of times email Ella and say, hey, I'm not done yet, so that she doesn't print and start checking my work until I'm done. Remember, you need to send a check for this amount to Ella. It needs to be sent to her. The other thing you will get is you'll get an email with all this. And what I like to do is print this. And right here where it tells me what competitive events, I like to double check this against my list that I want them to be in to make sure that I am happy with what I have done. I also will then later go over here on the other side of their events and say what time and what room. And for state, then I make it into a little business card and give it to each kid to put in with their name tag. So they always know what time they're supposed to be somewhere and in what room. And that's how I help keep my students where they're supposed to be at state conference. Good luck. If you have any questions, please call Connie.